Let's get cozy, Shati lines. Let's get cozy. Ha! Shati lines, Shati lines, Shati lines. Phoebe here, and winter is upon us. Winter is upon us. And if this is your first winter in Germany, I know you feel like it's going to be a daunting experience. You don't know what to do with yourself, whether you should go left or right. Sorry, I'm getting my notes. Because yes, I love you so much. I have actually prepared the notes so I don't forget anything. So this is your first winter, right? Buckle up. Buckle up, because it's going to be a winter of surprises. But don't worry, I'm going to hold your hand and walk you through it, okay? You will be just fine. I've done it 22 times. It's going to be my 22nd winter. Wow. And I'm here. I'm popping and glowing. I'm going to show how I do it. So get yourself a pen and paper. Get yourself something warm to drink. Where's my tea? Should I go and get my tea? Okay, it's okay. So today I'm going to share with you my ultimate winter tips and how to go through winter, okay? Even if you've been here before, like before this winter, this is not your first winter, still stick around. I'm sure that there's one tip that you didn't know. Actually, there's one major tip that I'm going to share with you that I know people who were born abroad, people who were born in Germany, they didn't know about this. And I'm so glad that I found it out and I'm going to share with you. So let's go. First of all, clothes. Layering is where it's at. Layering is elite. Layering and doing it right is what will keep you warm and happy. There's this German saying, es gibt kein schlechtes Wetter, nur schlechte Kleidung. There's nothing like bad weather. We only have inappropriate dressing, right? Or inappropriate clothes. So the weather is always good. You have to adjust to it. So how do you layer? I would always say start with cotton-based clothes. Today I'm not giving you a good example because I'm in my sportswear. After eating and working out, I just thought, hey, actually stretching. I did not work out too much, but stretching. And I'll explain why I did my stretching into you in a bit. But yeah, so I'm just wearing my sports bra and my onesie. Yeah. But on a regular day, I would wear cotton chemise or cotton underwear, and then I would wear maybe a long sleeved something, and then maybe a light cardigan or a sweater, depending on how the weather is. But doing the civil principle, the onion principle, will save you lots of money. One, because you wouldn't have to be heating so much at home, and two, it's also going to make you more comfortable outside. Also, don't forget your leg stockings, and as you're doing that, don't forget your accessories, your Mütze, den Schal, die Handschuhe, the warmen Socken. For me, I think the most important part of dressing warm for me are socks. Okay, socks, I don't play with warm socks. And just invest in a good pair. I got my warmest socks. Okay, so I got some on Amazon, and I got another one, I think it's Aldi. It was Aldi. So sometimes don't just go and buy food at Aldi. Look at what they have on sale, because those socks I got from Aldi are really, really warm. I'll try to show you guys, but actually just looking at what Aldi has, okay, those ones, and those socks I can wear with my boots, as in my Stiefel, when I go out. So the right clothing will make a difference. Now let's come to your house. Create a cozy area for yourself. And the moment I say cozy, you're thinking heating, warm. Yeah. There are so many tricks to making sure that you have a warm apartment without breaking the bank, because if you overdo it with the heating costs, Charlie, you'll be getting this big Nachtzahlung that, no, don't waste money on heating, okay? Or don't heat the wrong way. So this is what I would do. Basic thing is, you don't spend most of your time in all of your rooms. So basically, as a student, it's either you have that one room, so then yeah, But if you want to save heating costs, what do? You keep your room at maybe 17, 18, 19 degrees, or probably I think 18 is the minimum you're supposed to do, at 18 degrees, and then you go out to the library. Most of the students' libraries are actually warmer than your room would be normally. So you go out and then you keep the temperature in your room lower. That's if you're in a dorm, right? Keep it lower. But I think in dorms you don't get a Nachtzahlung, or I'm not sure, but if you have to pay your own heating, this is the thing I would do. If you have multiple rooms in your apartment, you don't spend the whole day in all of the apartments. So change, okay? A lot of people will tell you that, hey, don't overheat, or don't do it, overdo it. You have a big bill of Nachtzahlung where you have to pay, like arrears. So these are my tips, okay? As I said, 22 years of experience is not beans, okay? No, on a serious note, I do not warm my bedroom, and I'll explain to you how I do it. My bedroom is, the heater in my bedroom is off. What I do is I use this Bettenwärmer, this Bettwärmer, Matratzenwärmer, and it keeps me warm at night, okay? So what I do is, when I'm going to take my shower, my evening skincare routine, I put it on 3. By the time I get into bed, 20, 30 minutes later, it is really warm. Then I put it on 1. I read my book. And when I realize, hey, it's time for me to sleep, I'm feeling sleepy, I switch the thing off, the heater off, and that's it, the bed warmer. I switch it off and I sleep, okay? So when you put it on, make sure that you cover your bed, like you spread your blankets, your duvet, to cover everything, and that's that. And also when you're buying the duvet, buy the one that you can use 2-in-1. So there are ones that you can clip together, and when you clasp them together like that, it's for winter when you use both of them, and then somewhere you just take one off, you fold the other one, put it somewhere, and then you bring it back for winter, okay? So this is what I would do. So buying your blankets and stuff, you have to do it with thought. Yeah. So that is my hack. That's what I mean. A lot of people do not know about this bed warmer. So they'll be warming their bedrooms. I don't warm my bedroom at night. And for some reason, the first time I started that, I was scared of catching a cold or anything like that. But actually you don't. You're also at liberty to, let in some fresh air. Just maybe as before you get to bed, you put some fresh air in. Then you close the window and you're good to go, because your bed itself is warm, so you're not going to get sick, okay? I've been doing it for the past 3 years, and yeah, my favorite part of the day is getting into bed, because that moment of me climbing into my warm bed, priceless, okay? Now, that's that. So you don't have to warm all of your rooms. If you're going out, you don't have to switch off the heating. Instead, just lower it. So lower it to that 18 degrees I was telling you about. So get yourself some thermometers, or some people's heaters actually tell them which temperature they want to have in the room, and that is what I would say. Regulate it to 18, 19, and you leave. Then you come back, you put it at 21, because it's cheaper for you to increase the heat than have to warm the room all over again, okay? Another way to heat well is, one thing I've learned is, clean air heats faster. So before you turn up the heater, open the window for 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a good time. We learned that in school. It was called Stoßlüften. So you open the window for 5 minutes and then you close it, and then that clean, fresh air in the room will actually get warmer than the still air. Yeah, because I know a lot of people do not want to open the window for cold air to come in, but do it for 5 minutes and you see the difference, okay? That is another tip I would give you to have a cozy home. The next tip I would give you is, get yourself a nice onesie like me. Apart from the nice onesie, also get yourself nice socks, so warm socks for you to be walking around the house with. But this is the holy grail if you, like me, when I'm sitting here on the sofa watching TV. This is literally me, guys. This is also from the same brand like my bed warmer. This is also from Boiva. No, this is not a paid ad, but I have to tell you the truth. So most of the time when I'm filming, this is literally here, And when I'm sitting at the desk for a longer period of time too, I have something like this for my legs at the desk. So this is another thing that keeps you warm and cozy. And yeah, talking about warm and cozy lifestyle, I would also recommend that you have colorful meals. Colorful meals means that you'd have your vitamins that you don't usually have, like vitamin D, for example. Yes, look into supplementing that. Go to the doctor and have the doctor check you, so that if you actually need more than what is in DM and Rossmann, you would go to the apotheke and get it. Yeah, because I get like higher supplements. I actually go to the doctor, it's prescribed. I take it once a week. I would recommend you do that as well, to see, because if your mood is dropping, you're always feeling exhausted, sometimes it's the vitamin D deficiency, baby girl. It is, yeah. So that is that. But eat colorful meals. You see that pumpkin there? I'm gonna eat it. Yes, I'm just waiting for this weekend. I'm going to make myself a nice pumpkin soup, add some ginger, and then I'll grill some chicken wings to face it. Balance. It's all about balance. You can also make your light soup for Ghanaians, your light soup with pumpkin instead of with tomatoes. Pumpkin tastes similar to carrots, okay? So make your foods colorful so you have more vitamins and more nutrients. Yeah, be very nutrient oriented when you are planning your meals. So less junk food, more greens, more, fruits. Yeah, they also help with your mood and also help with your immune system, because everybody is coughing and sneezing and all that. We don't do that here. We don't like that. So that's another tip that I would give you. And it's also going to help you with, glowing from inside out. As you can see, I'm not a fine girl by chance. I do my parts. But now that we're talking about fine girl and skin, I have to go back to my notes to see what else I talked about. So, skin. One of my best things that I love to use is shea butter, but now I've run out of shea butter. I use the one from Entlüften, and I'm waiting for my order, so I'm just gonna show you how it looks like from my summer video that I took. Yes, and one thing I like about this one is that it melts in really fast and it smells like coconut, so it doesn't have that shea butter smell. It has a nice coconut scent, and it's not a sweet scent to it. It's einfach ein bodenständiger Kokosnussduft. Yeah, and then this is my holy grail. Yep, this glycerine, you can get this from the apotheke, also from Amazon. I got this particular one from Amazon. Funny enough, when I first came to Germany, I was using a lot more glycerine than I'm using now. But as I said, it's been 20 something years being here and things change, okay? This glycerine, I actually got it more from my hair because I dyed my hair red, as you can see. And once you bleach your hair needs more moisture. So I would do my hair tea and then add a dash of glycerine to it and spray it every morning. And I remember that I could be using this glycerine with my mixer, because mixer is for dry skin, but I realized when I add the glycerine to it, the protection is better. So glycerine is going to be your best friend this winter. A lot of people do not use it, but the difference between this and the glycerine I got from the apotheke is that the apotheke glycerine is more flüssig, it's more lighter than the one from Amazon. But I'm going to leave the link in the description box for you to get as well. Yeah, so this is for your skin. You don't have to worry too much. You can get also Vaseline. Know what works for your skin. Vaseline is currently everywhere now. You can get Vaseline from the African store, from GT World, also from DM and from Rossmann as well. I've tried both DM and Rossmann brands and they are both fine. Okay, they are both fine. Yes, and then apart from this blanket to keep me warm, I also have this Kirschkernen Kissen. This is cherry seeds. I hope you can see the texture. So on days that I feel a bit cold, or I feel like I have a cold coming, or I want just some more warmth, I just take this off. Yeah, it's like this. I take it off and then I put it in the microwave, I think for 2 minutes. I think it says 2 minutes. And then I put it back into the cloth, into the sackcloth. And then, like, if I would be watching TV now, I'll just put it on my tummy. It's also good when you have cramps, menstrual cramps. That is another thing. I also got this. I got this too from Amazon. Let me put that back into the bag. Another thing that German grandmas swear by. They also swear by this, by the way. Also, if you have pains, like pain on your neck or something, that's actually what made me get it first. If like you have this strain on your neck, you warm it, and I just do this. I just put it there. So when you spend long hours at the desk, you can also do that as well. You can also use this. Okay, it's quite loud probably now. The next one that the Holy Grail, Wärmeflasche. This Wärmeflasche, you can buy it anywhere. DM, I believe, has it. Rossmann, I think Apotheke have it as well. So what you do is you boil the hot water and then you pour it in here, and then make sure you close this well. The reason why I stopped using this is because I've had an accident with it before. So please, when you're using this, be very careful. It can just spill on you. And before I got the bed warmer, right? Sorry. One of my good friends actually uses this to warm her bed. And she was doing it, and I was like, the way this thing spilled on my thighs, I don't want to have it anywhere near my bed, because if my mattress should get wet, how am I going to dry it? So you can also do this before you buy the bed warmer. You can also try this method, and it worked for her. And she was not using the heater. I was sleeping with the heater before, but that time she was already ahead. Heating was off, and she was using this. So yeah, if your heating is off in the bedroom, depending on the kind of person you are, you need like long sleeve pajamas and all that. But if you want to save, these are the tips that I would give you for the winter. And I've talked about, eating well, making sure that you're warm and cozy. But another thing I would also talk to you about is for your mental health, not just the food aspects or the vitamin D aspects, but also going out. Yes, it's hard. And that's why I have to do my stretches, so that I know my mind thinks that we've done something good, Yeah, that's definitely one thing that I would recommend that you do. Go out for a walk. This Christmas period that is coming, try to find one person that you go with to the different Christmas markets around you. The thing is, because you're new in Germany, you can just go to different ones and find out what they're doing, what is different here, what is different there. And definitely one thing is, when you're going for the Christmas market, invest in a good jacket, okay? I've talked about layering, but for the Christmas market, you'll be walking outside for 1, 2, 3 hours. So yes, the milled one is there, like the Glühwein, but it's not really going to warm you that much. At least I drink hot chocolate and Kinder Punch, but it's not really that warm. So get your gloves on, get your hand warmers. They're also different kind of hand warmers as well. Get them in your pockets, in your jacket, and take them with you. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, go out for some fresh air, try to connect with other people, and if it's church that you want to go to, just go out sometimes, 3 to 4 times in a week. Go out. It will help your mental health, okay? All right, chatty line. I hope this helped. I hope you feel more confident facing the winter now, and I'll see you pretty soon. This is next in my mind, chatty line. Ciao.